Hi everyone, welcome to Stories from My Bed. Today we'll be talking about something that affects millions every day: Instagram's terms of service. What do they mean for you as a user? How do they tie into bigger issues, specifically around privacy, content ownership, censorship, and the algorithmic control the application has? Most of the time, we just click agree without knowing the implications tied to these terms, but they may impact your rights more than you might think. In this video, I'll be breaking down the terms of service into four main areas: data collection, content ownership, content moderation, and algorithmic influence. Let's dive into it. Like many other social media platforms, Instagram collects large amounts of data from its users. It ranges from obvious, like posting photos, comments, and likes, to the less obvious, such as location, device, information, and even the content of your private messages. According to Instagram's terms of service, the reason this data is collected is to provide a better and more personalized user experience. This feeds into what Zuboff refers to as the surveillance capitalism. Her theory discusses platforms like Instagram making money through collecting, analyzing, and selling personal data. Instagram shares this data with its parent company, Meta, as well as third parties like advertisers. In this case, the user becomes the product. Every time you upload a picture, browse through your feed, like a picture, or comment, Instagram tracks this behavior, your likes, and patterns of interaction. It also contributes to a massive network. Hey, what's so wrong about that? It may seem like a convenient way to receive relevant content on your feed, but it also raises concerns around privacy and control. What Instagram does not show is how much control they have over their data once it's been collected. What happens if you delete your account? Instagram uses vague clauses about improving the service to retain some of your data. This is where imbalance in power shines through, showing the difference between the user and the platform. You provide data for free, and they make significant revenue from it. That brings us to Section 2. Content ownership and licensing are considered a controversial aspect of Instagram's terms of service. Technically, when you post a video or photo on Instagram, you still own it. But by agreeing to the terms of service, you give Instagram a non-exclusive to use, modify, and share your content, including the right to use your photos in advertisements without needing your permission. Intellectual property and user rights comes to mind. You still own the posted photo, but in reality, Instagram can do pretty much anything they want with the content. This can include selling the rights to third parties as well. This can help to demonstrate platform power, as explained by Nieborg. You are the creator, but Instagram chooses how content is used. Another concept supporting this example is free labor in the digital economy. To explain this further, Instagram profits from the content of their users, but in most cases, users don't see any of the profit. Now for Section 3, content moderation. Instagram's terms of service, there is a large section regarding the rules that each user has to follow. Rules around removing hate speech, violence, and nudity. This sounds like a good thing, right? However, Instagram has the power to gatekeep and decide how users express themselves online. The use of algorithmic moderation is not always impeccable. There have even been reports of Instagram unfairly censoring marginalized communities. Activists on social media who share controversial and political issues will find their posts being removed or their accounts suspended, even if any guidelines haven't been violated. Michael Foucault's concept of governmentality supports this idea, with Instagram's government system deciding what kinds of content are visible and acceptable. It plays a major role in regulating online discourse, deciding what kind of speech or content can flourish and what gets suppressed. This leads into Section 4, algorithms. They dictate what content users see first, and they decide what gets boosted and who gets visibility. Instagram claims that the content you see is what you'll find most relevant or interesting, based on the engagement you have with posts and accounts. Implications of this system increase power dynamics on the platform, causing friction between the user and Instagram. The algorithm favors posts that generate engagement. In this case, they share what they think will get the most likes. Another thing about the algorithm is that it encourages users to stay on the platform for as long as possible. Ultimately, the platform will output content that is emotional and sensational to keep users engaged, more known as platform-driven behavior, where the algorithm is influenced by the type of content that succeeds on the platform. So you might ask, what was the point of all this? Well, Instagram's terms of service are not just legal jargon that we should click accept. They represent a bigger issue of power, control, and resistance. Understanding the dynamics behind these terms of services can help users be more informed when they use Instagram or another social media app. Users should be aware of how these terms of service affect online experiences and think seriously about the power digital platforms hold over us. I hope my video gave insight into Instagram's terms of service. Bye.